Good morning, everyone. Let me start by asking you a simple question. When you feel stressed or overwhelmed, what do you usually do? Do you look for advice? Do you talk to someone? Or sometimes, maybe you simply want quiet company? Now, keep that feeling in mind for a moment, because I want you to imagine something. Imagine that your brain has an alarm system, and its main job is to protect you from danger. But what happens when the alarm never turns off? For people living with chronic stress, anxiety, or trauma, the alarm keeps ringing, even when there is no real threat. And that must be exhausting. So, the question is, what helps turn the alarm off? Surprisingly, sometimes the answer is not logic, not advice, and not even therapy. Sometimes it is something much quieter and much simpler. Sometimes it is just a cat sitting next to you. Now, this is where it gets interesting. In countries like Japan, Canada, and the United States, cats are used as part of mental health support system. And this is not because cats can talk, and not because they give advice. Instead, biologically speaking, they help turn the alarm down. So, today, I'll explain how cats interact with the human nervous system and why the brain responds to them as a signal of safety. The first mechanism is called CO regulation. In simple terms, CO regulation happens when one calm system helps regulate another. So, when we pet cats, our body responds almost immediately. Our breathing slows down, our heart rate becomes more stable, and muscle tension begins to decrease. This happens because gentle touch activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for rest and recovery. In other words, the body relaxes first, and then the mind follows. It is as if the brain tells the body, "Hey, you are safe. There is no danger. You can slow down." This is important to understand because the brain doesn't calm down just because we tell it to. It calms down when it feels safe. And this brings us to the second mechanism. The second mechanism involves the limbic system, the part of the brain responsible for emotion. When we touch or cuddle a cat, this emotional center becomes less reactive. You can imagine it like this. The brain slowly shifts from survival mode to rest mode. A cat's soft purr and its low frequency purring send gentle consistent signal to the brain. As a result, stress hormones like cortisol decrease, while calming hormones such as oxytocin increase. This hormonal shift helps stabilize mood and support better sleep and emotional balance. So, biologically speaking, cats are not calming us with words. They calm us through rhythm, through touch, and through presence. Cats communicate mostly without words. They may sit near us, sleep beside us, or simply stay in the same space. This creates what psychologists call as nonverbal empathy. For people dealing with depression or trauma, this kind of interaction is powerful. There is no pressure to explain feeling, no need to perform, no need to talk. Just shared space and the feeling of being accompanied. And this is not just a theory. We can see this biological effect applied in real life. In Japan, cats are integrated into stress reduction space, such as cat cafes, which are designed to help workers cope with stress and burnout in a calm, non-judgmental environment. In Canada, some mental health clinics collaborate with animal shelters to provide cat-assisted therapy, especially for patients who struggle with anxiety or emotional regulation. And in the United States, Cats are involved in therapy programs for war veterans with PTSD, where interaction with cats has been linked to improved sleep quality and reduced anxiety symptoms. These programs are not about entertainment, they are designed to support the nervous system in feeling safe again. And this is also supported by scientific research. One of them is research from the Human Animal Bond Research Institute that shows that many pet owners feel emotionally more stable, less lonely, and better able to manage anxiety. In a nutshell, cats are not a replacement for professional mental health treatment. However, from a biological perspective, they support the nervous system in very natural ways through CO regulation, hormonal balance, and calm nonverbal present. Cat helps the brain lower its alarm system and return to a state of safety. Sometimes, healing doesn't begin with complex solutions. Sometimes, it begins with quiet moments shared between two living systems. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention.